Alrighty then, folks. Hello there, and welcome back to, sadly, what it will be the final episode of this demo. Though, it'll only be the final episode for about 2 weeks when the real game comes out. But the day I'm recording this, and the day this will go out, well, I'm recording this on the 12th, and it'll go out on the 13th. The day this will go out, that means there's 15 days till it. Also, 15 days till Thanksgiving, though I'm not really worried about that, because it's, you know, American and all, but yeah. So, after this, it'll be 2 weeks. But, real quick, we get to see our group dispatch, because we sent yet another group out. And sure, let's say yes. They returned, and they survived, mainly because I cheated. But yay, they survived. And so, because we've already completed this once, we get less experience, but we still get quite a bit, so I'm not going to say no. We also got another space type, support. A space support, and then the resupply skill, which will actually weirdly help us finish this battle better. Or quicker. It'll improve our odds of it working, is what I meant to say. If I was trying to make sense. Real quick, though, apparently they're in the after you finish something like that, they're in the capture hangar. I'm just an idiot and forgot that was a thing. Secure. So we can either secure it or dismantle it for money. Only 6,000 caps though, so it's not kind of not worth it. Actually, for how much battles are, this is about what we'd get from one battle, so capturing 2 things is pretty good. Oh, and apparently the space type works on the ground. Good to know. You know what that means, though, right? Whoops. Alright, so real quick. First off, come on. We're gonna stand you by, 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 and stand you by. We'll then go here, grab the Phoenix, the Tornado, the other Tornado, see Spinny. We'll throw Blood. There you are, Blood. We'll throw Azalea or Ponytail Girl, Riri, and Chapua, I don't know. Okay, and as far as the Phoenix Zero goes, we could get the 01 if we wanted. We could get a Taurus, which is a mobile doll from Wing. They're pretty nice. I made them the Power Rangers in my tabletop game. Wow, the Gundam Zero. So the Gundam Zero is actually the granddaddy of all the Gundams in Age. Or not Age, 00. Also, technically it's a granddaddy of the Age because they use the same model. And the O is actually used for the flashback into the past war in Age. Which is a bit weird. And then the Hyakurin, which was a Teiwa's built mobile suit. It was actually designed at the end of the Calamity War, but Teiwa's paid a lot of money for that design, and Galahorn didn't even have it. So they started marketing it as their own. But, because we have them and we can use them, why not? Why not? Who do we want to stick in them? How about... Let's see, you're really good at ranged and melee. Pharrell, you're incredibly good at ranged. You're a melee character, apparently. What kind of weapons do these guys have? The carbon blade, a carbon net, whatever that does. Enemy cannot operate or use attack if attack is critical. The hell does that mean? I get the first part, I don't get the second part. But they do have a gun and a melee weapon, so... Or we can get, you know, Nelly to back us up if we wanted. Oh, she's the opposite. She truly is the melee character, damn. She's also apparently an Oz pilot. It's good to know. Yeah, I was looking for somebody with more than 165 combined. Her defense is crazy, and she's a pretty good new type. Oh. Sorry about that. Yet again, the cat wanting out when, you know, I just start recording. But, oh well. Yeah, so we'll use these two as backup just because. We can even upgrade them to the ground type if we were going to continue on. But we aren't, so meh. Yeah, we'll throw those in just for the funsies. Yeah, let's start Gekkou. I don't imagine Gekkou being very long. The first battle is, as far as I remember, like... I'm assuming they're doing the Taturia or the Libris battle. Yeah, we're definitely doing the Libris battle. This is Senpo, Kinoria, or Yuhana, that's it. And then some random space pirate. He pilots Rhodey, she pilots Rhodey, but her Rhodey has a gun, his has a mace, and I don't know about generic McGeneric dude. But they're basically, you know, slave soldiers without AV, so they're basically worthless. So, an undescribed amount of time ago, there was a war that, you know, killed a lot of people. We'll eventually get to why, and we can talk about it if you want, but I don't want to spoil it if you haven't seen IBO. So, Gallahorn basically got everyone together and said you can't own guns anymore, but we'll pay for everyone's security, and thus they did the American thing, and, you know, it kind of worked out for all of 80 years. Before the first big war between the African Union and Arbrow broke out. Yeah. Yeah, and after that war broke out, they divided up Mars into one person owns each quarter of it, and basically made, like, colonies where all their commerce had to come back to the Earth sphere. And it worked out really well, except for the people at the bottom. We don't talk about them. So the thing about... God damn it. Okay, the thing about IBO is all their mobile suit frames are immortal, and their reactors are endless. So mobile suits are incredibly powerful. And also really goddamn expensive. And most the mobile suits that they use are salvaged from, you know, 300 years ago in the old war. Hey, that looks kind of like a Barbatos Lupus Rex. It isn't, though. It's the Vool, which looks nothing like it. That being his sister. And I want you guys to remember that RJ had it real good. Some of the other people are really fucked up. And so the guy he tries to kill's real name is Daddy. Daddy Ted, don't ask. You might even say they have iron blood. That being said, I really like the idea of Mars having multiple remnants of the old war just there. And so if they had actually started to rebel, they would start to awaken. And that's why Gjallarhorn was keeping everyone off Mars and keeping Mars down in the dirt, was so they wouldn't accidentally, you know, awaken and start the Calamity War all over again. Sadly, of course, that isn't the story. It's literally just, yeah, Gjallarhorn doesn't give a shit. The ending is such a disappointment, and I want to complain about it, but I won't till we get there, damn it. Yep. Notice how they say on the surface. It's kind of like he's powerless. We'll get to that eventually. Yes, Daddy Ted gives no shits. What have you done? Oh, you know, I detonated my nuke underneath my house. Yeah, I just do that like once a week, it's fine. And now we are under attack by one of the greatest of enemies. The Milady, the robot. Yes, it's wearing a fedora. Specifically, that is the Titarania? Or something like that. It's a Hyakuren, which is a Teiwa's mobile suit that I talked about a little while ago, with a fedora and two not nano laminate, half metal knives. It also, I believe, has the 90mm machine gun anyone has. This was just a distraction, so he couldn't get away beforehand. And this year's Falco Warren, or Volko. So you see that Federation symbol on his forehead. That is a supercomputer that's been implanted into his brain that he can use at any moment. I don't quite think we know why yet. The release schedule for it's really weird. Like, the first 8 chapters were season 1, and then the second 8 chapters are season 2, and season 2 ends with a cliffhanger. And we're just kind of waiting for season 3, which was like supposed to come out last year and didn't, I think. Or it might have ended and I just don't know. I have volume 4 sitting on my cabinet over there. I just haven't read it yet. So the thing about Gjallarhorn is they hate any augmentation whatsoever. Lose a foot, well, you can never go back to Earth, basically. That's what one of the main characters says, anyway. So that thing implanted in his head means he's incredibly ugly to everyone from Gjallarhorn. I mean, honestly, if he's already dying, I would do it, but I know how that feels. I wouldn't let somebody experience that again. Yeah. So mobile workers don't have a Ahab reactor, they run off nitrogen. So they don't have nano laminate armor, which means they're not impervious to small arms, except for fire. They're impervious. Well, they're definitely weak to fire, though, because hydrogen plus fire equals bang. So a mobile worker is basically useless against a mobile suit, because the only way to really get through mobile suits is to pry off the metal plates with your melee weapon and go for the cockpit. But mobile workers can't really do melee. They do have a version of it that latches onto the back of the mobile suit and drills into it. But we haven't seen that in a manga or anything yet. We just saw it in one of the art books, which is a cool idea, and I would love to use it in one of my games, but I haven't yet. So he's pulling all of this out of his brain, because all data everywhere is put into his brain. And this here's the Astaroth. It was once a really cool mobile suit, except for it got stolen or sold in the black market, and eventually Valko stole it back. And what armor it's using is from a Hyakuren one of the rock-breaking mobile suits, and I believe some Gray's parts. They're slowly trying to recover the original parts of the Astaroth to rebuild it and return to their former glory. Except for the Astaroth. Really, the Astaroth gets stolen at the end of the first season, and then they have to start all over again. So it feels like the intro part of the story was for nothing. But it is what it is. I like the second version of the Astaroth more than the first version, but I can't pronounce the name of the second version because I speak a little bit of Italian. So the Japanese Italian just makes no sense to me. Oh yeah, and instead of having an AV, it connects through RJ's metal hand, which he lost his hand when the shuttle got blown up. Yeah, so the giant sword on its back is called a knife. I believe it's called the demolition knife. No one knows why it's called a knife, besides it sounds cool, I guess. I don't know if we're in a Dort colony or not. I know they're going to Dort in the first season, but I don't know if they stay there. Dort is where that rebellion from the original series happened. Oh, so we have 2 turns to kill him, right? So we do, yeah, about 3,000 damage. He has about, yeah, the same amount of HP as we do. So what we need to do is we need to hit him 3 times. So we hit him this turn, which is guaranteed attack. Real quick. Before I do anything. Okay, he does have a ranged weapon, so I'm pretty sure he's gonna pull off and try to range us since we don't. Oh no, we do have a ranged weapon. We have a 1 to 2 attack range with this. So he'll probably try to melee us. We'll counter him, hit him on the counter, and then the start of our next turn we'll kill him. Yeah. And RJ really doesn't like the fedora, even though it's the superior hat. So in the center of the demolition knife, there is a piece of nano laminate that allows it to cut through almost anything, including nano laminate. Okay, that was pretty cool, I'm not gonna lie. I actually really liked his attack. Ours was kind of okay, but there's a piece of nano laminate that allows him to cut through nano laminate. It's only a small bit, though, because you find out something in the second season about that. So my theory is it's a tube, but according to the subreddit, it's not, and I'm an idiot. So, whatever you choose to believe, but I'm gonna keep calling it a tube. We are also angsty as fuck, apparently. Yeah. You know, this is only possible because we had a guaranteed attack. Oh, yeah, we don't know who the pilot is. We'll find out who the pilot is, I think, next... Not this stage, but probably next stage? Oh, oops. Yeah, we'll watch him die. Yeah, we'll find out who it is. He's, the Vul pilot. I think I'm pronouncing Vul correctly. It's V-U-A-L. So a lot of my explanation of demons and stuff is from old Catholic teachings, and it was like 70s Catholic teaching, so it's kind of a bit off. I call some gods differently, or some demons differently, and some gods differently, and all that kind of stuff. So my bad if I mispronounce some stuff, like... I know the main one is like Abignor or Agnor, I call Elgnor, because in Old Irish, he was Elgoragan, but he's the god of knowledge. When I made my IBO tabletop, that was the Gundam they were gonna find. They're actually a session away from getting to it before it fell apart. It was kind of sad. They were getting chased by Gjallarhorn, and they snuck into this cave where they found they could hide their mobile suits because it was wide open and there was metal walls, but no one had gone in there for some reason. No one quite knows why. The secret to it, though, they were going to find a Gundam in there, but as soon as they tried to move the Gundam, which I was pretty sure they were going to, they find out that the Gundam currently had its sword impaled into the head of some other mobile suit or such thing that was down there, and they're going to release it, which was going to kind of propel the plot forward. But it just never happened. Basically, we're gonna go save Ted's daughter, who this really fat dude is trying to sell as a sex slave for some reason. Well, he's trying to kidnap her and then probably sell her as a sex slave. But they never actually get that far because we rescue her, which I think we're doing right now. And we need to steal the Astaroth because we want to kill the Vool pilot, which, weirdly enough, we run into the Vool pilot. It has different left leg and right arm, I believe. So balancing it out is kind of impossible. So Ahab reactors produce Ahab waves. Most mobile suits have a single Ahab reactor, but Gundams are special with they have two. The way you create, or the way you can't just stick two Ahab reactors on a single mobile suit though, or you get violent decomposition. So what you have to do is you have to create the two Ahab reactors at the exact same time, at the exact same moment, so that their frequencies match. The only place you can do that is close to the sun, somewhere around Mercury or Venus, I forget which. But they're like, you know, space Venice there. And only one person was able to do it, who was the guy who created the Gundam's father. Yeah, and that's the daughter, by the way. So, since the Calamity War, that knowledge has been lost. We don't know how it got lost, but it's been lost. And Gjallarhorn's the only one who can produce half metal, which is what makes up the frame of most mobile suits and most weapons. And those also have to be produced near the sun, due to reasons. And up near the sun, they have a giant space fortress with something like half of all of Gjallarhorn's guards on it. Hey, spinner roadies. So I think story-wise, only these two roadies attacked. They're converted versions of the Brewer mobile suits that the main characters left behind when they destroyed their mobile suits. The frames and the reactors were fine, it was just everything else that wasn't. They got picked up by the corporation running Tantiempo, and then given to these two people who are basically slaves to go and capture What's-Her-Face. Yeah, they're human debris, which are basically slaves. Oops. Didn't mean to cut that one so short. I was just gonna do that, but... yeah, so Sampo, the guy on the left, has a melee weapon. The Yukon on the right has a gun. I'm assuming the whole mission is to save them, or at least save the ship. Cutscene? Ah, no. Lame. Oh. Yeah, straight up talk about the Brewers. So the Brewers were, yeah. So the Brewers were a bunch of pirates who were scavenging a specific battlefield and selling the reactors to Tewas, who's basically the mafia in this world. Or at least the corporation that's running all the mafia states. They have a giant colony that moves near Jupiter. And yeah, they're selling the reactors to build Hyakurins to Tewas, and then they tried fighting the main cast, who had the Barbatos, along with Naze and his harem. And they eventually got crushed, and everyone got captured, and their ships got sold off, and everything like that. Oh, we start quite a bit back. And we have to protect these guys, so if these guys don't move, we're going to have to move forward and go for the guys on the inside, because they'll be able to move down 6 and then shoot. Or they might be one off for moving down 6 and shooting. I don't quite know. Oh, so we only get to... we can have a choice of 8? But we only get to sortie 4. So this is gonna be weird. It's gonna be a bit weird, because I think the shoulder-mounted missile pods are considered missiles and not beams. So it should be fine, but I think we're gonna stand by the... No, the Tornado has the machine gun as well, so it should be fine, but if you remember Nano laminate stuff, or... oh no, they do have it. Nano laminate stuff reduces, like, straight damage from beam weapons, so we don't want to use beams on them. Oh, and you have the anti-material rifle. Cool. So, you don't have to worry about that. Yeah, but everyone has nano laminate armor, so... oh, okay. Does it mean we could deploy 2 raid groups at the same time? Defeat Johanna before Sempo. Alright, so we have to kill her, then him. That should be, very easy. No targeting. We could go for the cannons, but they won't do anything. Ooh, that's a question. Are funnels considered bombs or beams in this one? So how the old games used to do it is bits were new type weapons, so they weren't actually explosives, air quotes, or beams, air quotes. So they would go through eye fields, which is super useful. Except for this game, I don't know how they're going to treat it because they changed a lot of stuff. Okay. Oh, hey, you leveled up. Congratulations. I'm really hoping they don't go for the shuttle, but the shuttle will be able to take 2 hits, and we'll be able to wipe them out in 2 turns super easily, so I'm not too worried about it. But I just realized it's like, wait, if they both crit, we lose. But if that happens, I will just reload the save, play up to it, and then tell you guys what happened. Yeah. Sadly, we kind of already did this, so there's... I could show you all the cutscenes if you'd want. Like, it might be pretty cool. Well, you know what? Well, Ooh, yeah, I'll show you RJ that way. Or RG. Yeah. So he couldn't hit us back, so of course he blocked. Makes sense. And we can't raid him, so... Damn you and your blocking. Alright. So because we're in IBO land, I'm gonna test this. First we're gonna Fin Funru Tachi this guy. Because that'll kill him. And then we're gonna melee one of them to see if melee beam sabers is considered a beam attack or not. Okay, that'll actually kill him, so I don't want to do that. We'll test it with the other guy in a second. So, my hypothesis is that Nano laminate burns. Thus, beam sabers and beam rifles should technically destroy it. Because if you remember MS-08, you can generate heat with a, or you can create heat with the beam saber. That was that whole hot spring thing from episode 4. So, theoretically, beam saber should at least damage Nano laminate even if beams don't. But this game obviously doesn't follow my logic, so... And I have no problem picking up the Astaroth because, at least from the people I talk to, they're incredibly, it's incredibly good. Especially the Astaroth Origin. I don't know how they did it, but there's some sort of exploit to get it. 2 people in one of my subreddits, or not subreddits, Discords, managed to get it. And they won't tell me how they got it, but they have it, and it's really freaking good. But they play on Switch, so it might not be on PS4. Yep, okay, so beam sabers are considered beams. Cool. Damn it, Mark. One job. I've made that joke so many times, it's kind of not funny anymore. Okay, if he doesn't kill him, we'll have RG do it. Okay, yeah, he did it. Okay. So, yeah, we'll actually pull them back into the ship so they can get some more energy. I hit move all instead of just move, which is good, I guess. Oh, wow. Then again, it is a Barrett, so it makes sense, but... I wonder, does the Barrett do, like, less armor or something? No, it doesn't. That'd be cool. Oh, cool. Do I want to kill him with the Phoenix, though? Or do I want to just guard? Oh, sweet. I was gonna go show you guys the knife, but... Remember, we have to kill Yuhana first. Ooh, you hit like a truck, dude. Oh. Knife is quite literally a knife. Awesome. Don't worry, when you fail, they're going to threaten to sell your sister as a sex slave. That does in fact happen. Okay, it's the same one. Wow. That hits for a lot. Yeah. Yep, purposely trying to wreck the Astaroth. You've got my secret insidious plan. Damn. I was hoping to keep that a secret from you, but no, you managed to figure it out, you genius, you. No. Hey, melee combat 1. Nice. So at least in my tabletop game, one roadie is worth 800,000 galleys or Gallahorn dollars. So you just wrecked like almost 1,600 or $1,600,000, man. That's more than you guys will make in a lifetime. The first job the players did was only worth like 80,000. That required, you know, taking out 2 mobile suits. Mostly because they got ripped off on that job hard because they didn't, you know, try, but... Oh, hey, look! Naze's girlfriend is here. Or, harem, I should say. They're a bit beyond that. Yakuri, that's what they're called. Yeah. Hey, some hexes. Or these are gildas, I think. Yeah, gildas. The frame, as I said before, is called the hexa frame. But they're Hilda and Gilda. Why? No idea. But that's what they're called. How close are you to leveling up? Nowhere near. Awesome. So I think we still have to protect the transport plane. Which kind of blows because we're in no position to do that. Good thing it didn't get hit earlier, though. Conditions. Yeah, so if this guy's defeated, we lose. Great. You don't have, like, boost or anything, do you? I think it's the wrong game for that. Yeah. Yep. Wrong game for that, sadly. I'm sure there's a character that gives you extra movement. Just, I don't have them yet right now or something. As is tradition, the tornado is lagging behind. I don't think anyone has a skill that increases your HP, do they? No. Yeah, you'll just sit in the back and heal for a bit. Oh, hey, they didn't move. You did, though, because you're an asshole. So these were originally used by some pirates in Season 2. Basically, they're quick attack suits that are designed to disarm your enemy, quite literally. Like, straight cut off their arms and disable them so you can capture the mobile suit. As a pirate, a pirate enthusiast anyway, I got you. I find it genius. I also remind everyone that I did in fact get a minor in the Age of Sail. It's completely worthless and kind of a waste of time and money, but I'm gonna keep talking about it, damn it. I paid a lot of money for that. I was kind of hoping like this would be Laughter, Amida, and Aze, or, you know, was Gekkou ever a pilot? I don't think so. I think she was the mechanic. Hey, you gained some HP, sweet. Oh wait, these guys also still have nano laminate, so we gotta be careful. I'd love to capture one of these things. Like, I would adore it, but we're not gonna get the chance. Oh, I should have showed you their gun. Oh well, we'll see it in a second, my bad. Ooh, movement down. That's dangerous. Or no, we've seen their gun, we need to see their melee. That'll actually be easy to do. We have a roadie. Okay, he doesn't have a level 6 unlock. I was curious. I thought he did. Oh yeah, no attacking. Okay. So we're not going to kill that last Tilda. We're going to damage it. Alright, we're not actually going to damage it because I want to melee it with the roadie at the beginning of the turn. So we get to see it, and then we'll kill it afterwards. Yeah, because no one can reach it to melee right now. Or no, you can. You know what? Screw it. Is this a waste? Yes. Do I care? Yes. Am I going to do anything about that? No. Yay, you did a crit for 700. Wow, its melee is literally hit that bitch with a crowbar. I mean, does one of them have a baseball bat that it breaks the knees? Because, let's be real, I would love that. That'd be awesome. Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, we'll deal with you later. Or can we hit you from there? No. Can never snipe you with the massive Barrett from super far away. Damn it. Okay, so you'll notice that a lot of IBO weapons are single fire. They're also pretty small caliber. Because, I might have mentioned it before, but the other way you get through nano laminate that isn't melee or fire is you literally chip away at their paint. You literally chip it away. Like, it takes forever and no one wants to do it. And it's a waste of money. So, it's very rare to do. Yeah. Mechanics-wise, how I did that was, you had core HP, and then you had your armor HP. And as you'd get hit with something that isn't fire or melee, your armor HP would go down, but if it was fire or melee, your core HP would go down. And why fire makes your core go down? Change phase? Oh. Yeah. Why fire makes your core go down is your pilot's literally cooking inside their suit. Very, very nasty. Alright, so you don't have enough energy to go for a twofer, so we'll have you kill this one. Oh no, we'll go straight back here. You'll pull back inside to regain some energy. You're gonna pull up. You're gonna melee this dude. It's deadly die time. I do like how it shows you how much damage the ability does. I mean, right now it's only like, what, 5 or 10%, but still useful. And we get reflexes for that, which I'm pretty sure is plus 30 reflex. Oh! Or it's plus 30 new type ability, that works too. Awaken being the new type ability. It's what new types get. Oh, you already had 26 new type ability, apparently. Hey, but we can get a Gilda if we wanted to now, if we were continuing on the save. Well, I'll move you down to here. And then we'll crush him, pull forward against the Yaki. That was pretty cool. Yay. You got to 5. All your stuff is level 6 though, right? Yeah. We could get a master or a phoenix if we wanted. Oh, you're defending, damn it. I was hoping he would attack back so we'd get to see what his missiles looked like. You know, if we even hit him at all. Works for me. Okay, so next turn we'll pull someone in close to get within range of him. And then we'll see what his missiles look like, and then we'll have the roadie melee him. Or, they're not missiles, they're, you know, 110mm cannon, apparently. Which is slightly smaller than the Zaku machine gun. Okay, yeah. The Zaku machine gun being 120mm. Also 105, but... Okay. So I don't think we'll get to see him melee, but we can always try. Come on. Come on. If we miss or don't kill him, we get to see him melee, but... Yeah, I didn't... I didn't think that was gonna happen. My bad, guys. Rest assured, though, when we get them in, like, mission 2 or 3 of the IBO campaign, we'll definitely, you know, show off it's melee. So yeah, look forward to that. That being said, anyone have suggestions on what campaign we should do first? I'm very partial to doing G-Unit first all the way through, or, you know, like... I guess we could do 00F, or even 00 if you guys want it, or Season 1 of 00, I should say. I don't want to do Trailblazers first, because that wouldn't really make sense. We could do we could do Astray first, or Seed first. Or even Wing, if you guys want to do that. Yes, yes he did. In a very roundabout way. So all of this kicked off because his family got killed by the Gundam, and then he survived. But anyway, folks, I think that'll be the end of Crossrays for, you know, 2 weeks. In 2 weeks, when the full game comes out, I will be playing it. I'll tell you this now, though. I don't expect an episode out on the 28th. Expect it on the 29th, though. And I'll try to do dailies every day after that. For a good while. I imagine with all of the series, which is like, what, 3, 6, 9, 12? So 12, 5, so 60 episodes. So imagine, like, you know, the next 2 months we'll just have a video a day, or... like the next 75 days, we'll have mostly a video a day. But anyway, folks, that'll be that for now. Like the episode if you liked it, dislike it if you don't. We'll be back in a few weeks for more. Good night, folks.